Привіт! Ну що ж, це вже третя серія гри Mass Effect 2. Продовжуємо нашу історію, погнали далі. Так, в цей раз ми збиралися в цитадель. Так. Так, окей. Тут ми потім позбираємо. Цитадель. Стиковка. Так, що ж, погнали. Що тут потрібно? Так, заморозка потрібна другого. Так, ну що ж.
Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive a free gift. Please tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
Silence is golden.
Good to finally meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Goto. I'm a fan.
Has Cerberus filled you in on the mission?
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
Good to have you along, Kasumi. You ready to go?
I travel light. I've already slipped my things aboard your ship. I'm really glad you're helping me out with the heist. Can't wait to see how you look in formal wear.
I have a feeling you know something I don't.
They didn't tell you? And they call me secretive. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun. We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
Так, набор команди повним ходом. Хранитель.
Keepers. Fascinating creatures. Genetic constructs adapted to work in Citadel. Couldn't survive outside. Unknown purpose. Wish I could have studied them.
This recruits is a 20-kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight. Every 5 seconds, the main gun of an
Can I help you, sir?
No, thank you. Just passing through.
Next.
Так, офігеть, скільки тут всього.
This recruits is a 20-kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight! Every 5 seconds, the main gun of an Everest-class dreadnought accelerates 1 to 1.3% of light speed. It impacts with the force of a 38-kiloton bomb. That is 3 times the yield of the city buster dropped on Hiroshima back on Earth. That means Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in space. Now, Serviceman Burnside, what is Newton's first law?
Sir, an object in motion stays in motion, sir.
No credit for partial answers, maggot!
Sir, unless acted on by an outside force, sir.
Damn straight! I dare to assume you ignorant jackasses know that space is empty. Once you fire this hunk of metal, it keeps going till it hits something. That can be a ship, or the planet behind that ship. It might go off into deep space.
The Destiny Ascension has completed its 20-colony victory
Так,
cruise.
новини галактики.
Council members aboard thanked Human Alliance soldiers for their efforts in repelling Saren's invasion 2 years ago.
Looks like they've tightened up security.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're dead.
I was listed as missing in action a couple of years ago.
Would you mind checking in with my captain? He can reinstate you in our system. He's just past the scanners on your right.
You'll have to make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything just because you ask.
I know, sir.
If you don't have the stomach or you're worried about being reported, I can take care of it.
No, sir.
Yes, I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs, then to customs and immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy man. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
You're not big on formalities, are you?
I'm with them right up until they keep people from doing their jobs. There. I just saved you about 9 days of running around. That said, you should head up to the Presidium and tell them you're still alive. The Council probably wants to talk to the one who saved their scaly asses.
What's the easiest way to get to the Presidium from down here?
Head back through the security checkpoint and take a public shuttle.
I will. Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
Welcome back, Shepard. It has been 2 years, 3 months, and 17 days since the Citadel last welcomed you. This is the Zakera Ward Transportation Hub. Public shuttles and shopping are available through the CSEC security cordon.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Значит, президиум.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
My advisor is unavailable. As counselor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple of years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists in the Terminus systems. Worse, we think they're working for the Reapers.
The Terminus systems are beyond our jurisdiction. Your colonists knew this when they left Council space.
You're missing the important part, Counselor. The Reapers are involved.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. Well, we have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated. By Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
I kept Saren from conquering the Citadel. I sacrificed human lives to save this council.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise, not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
I accept your offer. It's good to have the Council on my side.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Stopped by to see how Anderson was doing.
You don't have to cover for me. I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You what? Counselor, do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you really shouldn't have taken a step like this without consulting with me first, Counselor.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Counselor. Good day to both of you.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
Udina's just doing his job.
True enough. He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line, that's got to be yours.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
Так, ну що ж. Цитадель ми ще повернемось. А зараз по галактиці. Так, окей. Журнал. Касумі, кража пам'яті. Прибути на Бекенштейн. Так, до речі, де наш новий член екіпажа?
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Суперс. Касумі тут.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. The Red Rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met Keiji that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental. Don't laugh, I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands, their musty smell. It's relaxing. Keiji used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal. That's my favorite piece, painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an idea as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home.
Ясно.
I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work.
Давно не болтала, схоже. Що тут? Так, хай буде спиртное. Похуй, командир. Так, не, все. Ну, короче. Що буде? О, эффект есть. Так, ладно, давай, что тут про статую?
I stole that on a dare, believe it or not.
Крала?
There was a big
Ах, ты ж.
museum show coming to Ilium. Artifacts from Earth going on tour. Very high security. Keiji dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference.
Wow.
My first museum job. Nowhere near the last. That painting has a special place in my heart. An art collector hired me to steal it. When I got there, the painting was gone. On the way out, I saw it being hauled off by another thief. I chased him down, tackled him, took the painting. That's how KG and I met. We never did turn it into our employers.
Так.
Did you hear? Another colony went missing. Ferris Field.
Так, доктор.
Ferris Fields. Didn't Hadley have a brother
Check us.
stationed there?
Yeah.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Так, знайти бренді. Лікуватися буде. Що тут?
What's this area of the ship?
The sick bay. It is equipped to
Та
provide
ясно.
short-term emergency care.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Так, ну що ж, бойовий інформаційний центр. Так. Все знову в нормі. Чик, в клініці все супер. Так, окей, зберігаємося. Давай, Нормандію 5. Так. Так, в общем так, відкриваємо мапу Всесвіту. Виходимо з орбіти. Так. Допомогти Касумі, окей, тут
You
рядом.
must purchase more fuel or use a mass relay, Shepard.
Пал. Покупка топлива. 1000 потрібно літрів. Тих, ти що тут накружляв? Опа. Ну, ладно, покажу тобі. Бачиш? TX Oft. Карлікова планета. Запуск сканера. Так, L2 сканирование. Так, в общем, вращаємо. Тут щось у нас є.
Probe away. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine
О,
guns,
тут
and
дуже
assault
багато.
rifles. Launching probe. Probe away. research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Та ти що, яка багата.
Probe away. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
О, супер. Глянь тут вообще.
Launching probe.
О. Куча проєктів можна.
Launching probe.
Так, 2 зондіка залишилось. Так, о.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Так, де зонд? На топливному складі, йопта. Так, зрозуміло. Запуск сканера. Сканера нема. Виход на орбіту. Приземлення. Так.
You clean up well, Mr. Solomon Gunn. Hawk won't know what hit him.
I assume Solomon Gunn is my cover?
You run a small but talented band of mercs out in the Terminus systems. Precisely the type of person Hawk respects. I took the liberty of giving you a reputation. Papers, witnesses, article in Badass Weekly. Just don't start talking business with him, and you'll be fine.
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
You have been waiting patiently. Our friend Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet. All bringing gifts as a tribute to the man himself. Our tribute is a lovely statue of your old friend Saren, rendered with loving detail and filled to the brim with our weapons and armor. You can keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm. Once inside, we'll make our way to Hawk's vault door, somewhere in the back of the ballroom. Then, we case the security and start peeling away the layers. The statue should be there, waiting for you to crack it open and arm up. Then we just waltz into the vault and take back KG's gray box. And I'll finally get a chance to say goodbye.
You've worked really hard on this. KG must have meant a lot to you.
Was I that obvious? KG's gray box holds a lot of priceless personal memories. It's all that remains of who he was. But the secret he discovered is dangerous. I wouldn't bring you here if it wasn't.
This ought to be interesting.
That's what I'm going for. This is our stop. After you, Mr. Gunn.
Just one moment, sir. There seems to be an issue with the statue.
Is there a problem, yeah?
No, Mr. Huck. Just doing a scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Huck.
I've heard a lot about you. Name's Solomon Gunn.
And I've heard a lot about you. You've been very busy lately, if the extranet is to be believed.
Sir, the scanners aren't picking anything up.
I don't think our guests would come all the way here from Ilium just to cause trouble. Do you? You may pass through, Mr. Gunn, with my apologies. But I will ask your companion to remain outside. You understand, I hope.
Care to explain why my friend has to stand outside?
I don't like the look of your friend, so she stays outside. Simple as that.
No problem. You're the host.
Enjoy the party.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
What do we do now?
We go on with the plan. You'll just have to do all the talking. I'll stay out of sight and stick with you the best I can. We'll keep radio contact in case something goes wrong. We need to find the door and case the security. We'll figure out the next step then.
How did you ever contain that situation on the hull?
Oh, that? A quick application of force, a little pressure, and bam, done.
Thank goodness. I thought those rabble would dog you for years.
Some say Commander
That goes to a security room. We'll probably have to get in there at some point. Let's case the vault and figure out what we have to do.
Mr. Gunn.
We need to case the vault, Gunn. You can chat up Hawk later.
Hawk's private rooms are off limits without proper clearance.
I'm dying to get in there, but we have to scope out the vault first. Very nice. There's more here than I expected. Password-protected voice lock, kinetic barrier, DNA scanner. Looks like an EX700 series. Everything a vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to. We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hawk for that. We'll have to find a password too. DNA, child's play. We should find plenty of DNA samples in Hawk's private quarters. And the barrier? Cut the power. Never fails. If we can find it. KG could get through a system like this in his sleep. And I'm better. Let's get to it. We still need the password and a sample of Hawk's voice to get past that scanner. We still need the password and a sample of Hawk's voice to get past that scanner. Don't touch that. Without Hawk's DNA, you'll set off every alarm in the building.
Так, голоси ДНК. Так.
What's your read on that Archangel guy?
I hear he's dead. Or gone, or something. Good riddance, I say.
Блок даних.
She sounds like a hard ass. If we could tap into the guard's communications, I could probably use this information. There he is. All you need to do is keep him talking long enough for me to get a voice print. Pull out the charm on this one, Shep. Whenever you're ready. After you.
Mr. Gunn, hope you're having a good time. That scene at the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
I understand the security, but who would dare try to break into Donovan Hawk's home?
Gunn, in our line of work, we attract a certain element. Few understand the pains we take to keep the barbarians at bay. People these days want comfort, entertainment, love. They don't see that the galaxy is fragile. They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me and you are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning. This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's gleeful delusions of peace. May there always be a market for the things we do.
I said get him talking, and you got him talking. We've got enough of a voice sample. Let him go.
Enjoy the party, Mr. Gunn.
Once we find the password, we can get past the voice scanner.
Mr. Gunn.
Let me unlock that security room door for you. There we go. Ready when you are.
Ой, блін.
You can't be back here.
Take him down! Moving to cover!
Can't do it.
I see them.
Yeah!
Well done. I have an idea. See what you can find. Got something?
The password is Perugia.
Huh. That's the name of the man who stole the Mona Lisa. Nice. I tapped their communications. I think we can get past that private room guard. Tell him Chief Rose sent you. Now, I just take the voice sample we got from Hawk and... got it. Now we can crack that voice scanner. Looks like the barrier's power cable runs under the floor here. I'll set your Omni tool to scan for electromagnetic fields. Careful! The barrier's still up. We'll have to shut it down to get to the door. Hey, no touching.
Password required. Voice ID accepted. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
Hey, no touching. Careful. The barrier's still up. We'll have to shut it down to get to the door.
Так, подожди, зачекай. Я вже думав, що відкрилось. ДНК. Источник питания, окей.
Hey, no touching. Careful. The barrier's still up. We'll have to shut it down to get to the door. One sec. That should take care of the barrier.
Так, а ДНК потрібно? Де ти тут сховав? Кусочок ДНК, а?
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
I have clearance to go in.
On whose authority?
Бля, правильно?
I have authorization from Chief Rowe.
Okay, 1 second. Chief Rowe, Samuels. Have you given access authorization to Mr. Hawk's private rooms?
They have access, Samuels. They'll stop bothering me.
Got it. Sorry to bother you, ma'am. Okay, you're clear to go in. Enjoy the party.
Look for anything we can get usable DNA from. Just make it quick and quiet. Found a sample?
No, a credit chit.
Один кредит.
Holographic interface. Won't find a sample here.
No DNA, but... Looks like Hawk's been trying to crack KG's gray box. Looks like he's missing something. He hasn't cracked the encryption yet.
It's clean.
It's a plant.
Good morning. Time to wake up.
Sorry. No hair, no skin flakes.
The housekeepers must be thorough. Not a great saliva sample, but it's still useful. We're going to need more than this for the scanner, though. Empty. Too bad. A cigarette butt would have been a good source. The cleaners don't dare touch treasures like this. We can get some skin cells from the dust. It's probably contaminated, though. We should find another sample.
Так, а де я ще не чекав? Ой, не шукав. Так, тут.
We can probably get Hawk's DNA off the datapad. He seems to have obsessed over this. That should do it. Let's get out of here.
Все, супер. Такий безпалівний, да? Ну ладно.
That got it. The barrier's down.
DNA identification affirmed. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
I'll check for security cams. Go ahead and get dressed. So this is Hawk's vault. Very nice. This scanner will hone in on the gray box. It's not far. Michelangelo's David. Just... wow. Think we could get this out through the door? Hawk has good taste. I'll give him that. Ugh. Rachni Queen. I guess everything's valuable to someone. This looks like Quarian script. Wow. This has got to be old. When was the last time the Quarians wrote on stone? Oh my god. There it is.
Don't bother, Miss Goto. It's code locked. I had a feeling that was you at the door. I knew if it was really you, you'd get through anyway.
You know me. I don't like to disappoint.
I need what's in your grey box, Kasumi. You know I'm willing to kill you for it. I'll admit your skills are impressive. You got into my vault like I'd left it open, but you're still going to die, screaming. No!
Have I got your attention?
That shut him up.
Kill them!
Get ready.
Окей. А, дрон тоже накис. Тихо, тихо, тихо.
Now you see me. checking blueprints. There's a landing pad to the east. Let's get out of here.
Joker, bring the shuttle in, now!
Find another way.
Вставай! Так, набої. Так, що так не залізеш? Ладно. Ой, да чё она? Ой, ладно. Так.
Here they come. Go inside. Can't get there. Going dark.
Вау. Відчепись. Чи це?
Going silent.
You don't talk about Cajun like that. Murderer!
We can use this.
Так, мапи нема.
Here they come.
Блин.
Going silent. Can't do that right now. Going dark.
Eat it. Nice.
Так, що тут ще є? Корисно для мене. Ніфіга.
Get down!
Could have done this the easy way, Gold. Allow me to show you the hard way.
Look left.
On my screen.
Shields down.
Going dark. Can't do that right now.
Lay down your weapons.
Going silent. Up ahead. Now you see me.
On my screen.
What did you tell your friend, Kasumi? You're doing this for love?
Ой-ой-ой. Ти що? Туди не можна заходити. Так, окей. жахливої башки. Понял.
Look straight ahead.
Lay down your weapons.
Gunship's back and with full shield. If I can get to the ship, I can take down the shield. They're coming from the front.
What did you tell your friend, Kazumi? You're doing
Stop.
this for love?
They're coming from the front. Shepard, I need a clear path to the gunship. Take out these guards. Going dark.
Even if you escape, I'll scour the galaxy for you.
Clear out the guards. I'll take out the shields on the gunship. Nice. This'll help. Got a clear shot. Here we go. Shields down. Let's tear that thing apart. Up ahead. Get ready.
Careful, men. Want to keep her pretty face intact.
Now you see me.
Do what you like to this gunship. I'll have a squadron of them.
Давай його. Так. Що це за хрень?
Kasumi, if you're seeing this, it's because I'm dead. The information we found is all here. It's big, Kasumi. If the Council ever got wind of this, the Alliance could be implicated. Kasumi, I encrypted the information to keep it safe. And I uploaded the encryption key to your gray box, so no one could get the whole package. But if I'm dead, and if anyone knows about this, then I've made you a target, my love. I'm so sorry.
Keiji.
I know you, Kasumi. You'll want to keep these memories forever. But you don't need some neural implant to know I'll always be with you. Please. Kasumi. Destroy these files. There's nothing more I can do to protect you.
I can't do that. This is all that's left.
Goodbye, Kasumi. I love you.
Is there any way we can just destroy the information?
No. Keiji's a master at encrypting files. He laced the information into his memories. You can't get one without experiencing the other.
If it's that important to you, keep it. Just make sure you're ready to live with the consequences.
Yeah, I am. I'll stay off the grid. No one will know I exist. I think I want this. Thanks, Shepard.
This should come in handy.
Що ж, супер. Так.
How is our newest Turian crew member doing? His injuries looked painful.
He's a soldier. It'll take a lot more than that to keep him down.
There's something about him. I just want to hold him close and whisper, "It will be all right."
Garrus doesn't need anyone to hold him.
True. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Hadley, heard about Ferris Fields? Any news on your brother?
He's gone. We're all gone. We'll get them back. Shepard lost.
Так, що далі будемо робити? Потрібно звільнити ще одного напарника. Так, щоб запустити сканер, треба їх купити. Що ж. Тоді повертаємося.
We have used half our fuel.
Та ладно, все добре. Дослідити міста Крушення, Нормандії. Так, це буде цікаво. Так, перше Озон то я купив, так? Ай, в 30 можна купити, зашибісь.
I have detected an anomaly. Probe launched. Scans have found something.
Обнаружена аномалія. Так, підтверджують наличие обломки корабля Нормандія. Приземлення. Один із 20, та ти що? Спогади. Окей, де жетони де? Тут що, серйозно? Просто один жетон? Так, схоже, це місія з DLC последнього. Тож такого я не пам'ятаю. Що? Так, ясно, жетони ось підсвічуються. Так, хто це придумав 20 жетонів збирати? Та блін, зачепився. Половина. Так, бачу ще один. Так, десь ще. Так, блін, залишилось 4 штучки, чи скільки там? Де їх пропустив тут? О. Блін, Шепард. Не стрибає тут. Так, окей, останній. Де він? Так, окей, зараз я знайду останній. Так, знайшов останній. Ще знайшов свій старий шлем. І пару соточок нульового елемента. Так, окей.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Так, все супер.
Beauty, isn't it? Pried that off the Krogan warlord, Kazak. Used to run the blood pack out of Omega about 17 years ago. Wasn't even a job. The guy just thought he'd hijack a freighter I was hitchhiking on. Big mistake. I goaded Kazak into one-on-one combat. Took out his legs, grabbed his gun, and killed every blood pack bastard in the room. That was the most beaten Krogan I've ever seen. Kept a helmet to remind me of that pained expression.
А що, так можна було?
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. So you knew Archangel from before. Interesting. Knew a lot of men taking jobs to kill the son of a bitch. I never saw the point. You and I wanted the same thing. A whole lot of mercs dead. Hell of a sniper, though. And he kept himself alive with all the mercs in Omega after him. That ain't easy. Oh yeah, that's a model of the Veracon. Turian frigate. Hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash.
Так, да заканчивай болтать, Стига.
I was trying to remember how many Cerberus operatives I've killed.
Я понял.
Lost track around 50. Guess your elusive man's big on forgiveness. Hey, don't touch. That rifle's older than you are. I call her Jessie. That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz. The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I'd give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle.
Все, заткнулся.
I was down and out when I found that gun. Jessie was the first weapon I got my hands on. Took her everywhere.
Так, все, ходимо звідси.
Reliable as all hell. She'd already been through a lot by the time I got her. Still, I never had to re-sight her once. Damn good rifle.
I just heard collectors hit the Ferris Fields colony. Everyone's gone.
Shit! We're going to make those dirty...
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
Outside of those T6 FBA couplings we mentioned, we're...
I bet you could find them in the Omega.
Anything else?
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Достану. Так, ядро на месте. Так, давай поглянемо, як там Гарос. Ой, він же не тут. Так, що ти тут?
Hey, got a minute? I really appreciate your help with the Hawk heist. I've been going through Keiichi's gray box. It's so nice to have him back. Even in that form, I miss him.
Так, супер.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we'd joined up with them sooner.
We haven't joined Cerberus. They're funding our mission, that's all.
Relax, Shepard. Just a figure of speech. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of.
Так, супер. доктору Хавчик, то есть повару Хавчик, доктору Бухлишка.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
Cerberus obviously has your loyalty. How did you get involved with them?
I suppose you've earned the right to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I assume that Cerberus approves of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the elusive man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father? By Cerberus?
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father?
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in.
You are who you are, Miranda.
That's easy for you to say. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
Так, ну супер, тоді повертаємося на бойовий центр і будемо досліджувати далі галактику. Що ж буде цікаво. Так, тут все. Так, обязательно зробимо. Так, запуск сканера. Напоследок, да?
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Капец. Так, окей. О.
Probe away.
Ну, короче, палладія тут знайшли. Нормально.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away.
Так, ладно, так вообще вигідно використовувати зонди. Вау, Анджея. Добре, давайте глянемо бистренько.
Probe away. Launching probe.
Що ж, друзі, в дні серії я трошечки тут позапускаю зонди, мабуть, посканую. Ну, але це не точно. Так що, дякую за перегляд і до зустрічі
Probe launched.
в наступних серіях.